I think it was lucky, obviously, and necessary because it's a movie that Lawrence Fishburne, what was he again? A crew something, anyways.
I don't know.
Officer or whatever, something along those
Officer, the
lines.
ship or something.
It's great that he didn't have the stomach to kill more than one. Exactly, and like, I think it's great that that guy popped up, obviously, and it was gonna something like that needed to happen in the movie because it's a movie. But hypothetically, that didn't happen, and you don't get the wristband to all that access. Jim's dead. You're not getting into the medical facility, right?
No.
You're fucked. So they got lucky that he even existed and his pod was broken.
Yeah.
And he had to inevitably have that, onset, the illness that triggered from, the pod hibernation or whatever. But I don't know. I think that for sure, as fucked up as it was, I think Jim made a decision that was necessary at the time, as fucked up as it was for Aurora.
Yeah.
To have that everything taken from her. I do have a lot of blame and a lot of, like, if I was her, anger towards him.
Yeah.
At the same time, if she was him and she was the one, like, what would she have done?
Yeah.
If she had started,
Exactly.
Maybe not have picked him. No, but like, we don't know that, Yeah, without him, they never would have figured out how to fix the ship or even what was wrong.
Yeah, and then everybody would have died.
Mm-hmm. So, like, yes, they, like, I don't know. It was all necessary, and of course it's a movie, and it's not real, but, like, it's still the whole hypothetical feelings of it is just, it's so heavy. Such a heavy, heavy concept. Mm-hmm. Especially your only companion for so long is a robot.
Yeah, with no
bartender,
pants, with no legs.
Yeah, and he just serves you alcohol to help you get your time through. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I probably wouldn't have done much different than Chris Pratt's character in this movie.
For personally.
Sure. Not, I mean, one thing I probably would have admitted immediately because it's who I am. I probably would have admitted to Aurora sooner. Before falling in love with her, the reality of the situation, because that's who I am. I would have said, I woke you up, because that's who I am.
Yeah.
I would not have been able to keep that a secret. I wouldn't, because I would have rather just ripped the Band-Aid off and let that wound heal how it needed to. Even if that made us enemies, I'd still have the comfort of someone being there. As crazy as that sounds, there's still a human that, we might have to, like...
But they might try to murder you.
But then, that's true. And so then they're left alone. Then what are they going to do?
Kill themselves? I don't know.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I wouldn't have led the person on that long.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. I would have tried... I think I would have said something. I didn't, like, because, he didn't, his fault his pod opened. Like, in reality, he didn't, I mean, that was fucked. I mean, then again, he took someone's, like, life from them.
Yeah.
So it's, like, really hard. It's really hard. And I don't know. I definitely think he probably could have picked someone differently to help him get through it. Maybe someone like an engineer or someone who might have a little knowledge.
But what if that person's like an asshole?
But exactly.
Like, do you want to be stuck with a snooty, like, engineer your whole life?
Then again, I guess he did do a lot of research for her and, looked up. So he could have done that with anyone.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't blame him. At the same time, it was wrong. But, morally, it was wrong. But, like, in a survival state, I probably would have done the same thing. The only thing I would have done different, and I would have dealt with the consequences as they popped up, I would have told the person I woke up once they were, like, there, like, done with the hibernation sickness process and, like, really came to. I would have would have told them what was up, and I'd let them deal with that, like, and explain to them why once they've calmed down. And that's the only way I could have reasonably done it. I mean, personally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. What would you do?
I don't know still.
Really?
After watching this movie so many times, once again, it depends on, like, back to my original scenario. If it was me and Jordan heading to a planet, yes, I would.
Because it's Jordan. Because you're
without even like going. I would mentally anguish over it for quite a while because I'm like, do I want to do this? If I do this, he's not making it to the new planet, and then we just both die. What if he's actually like going to be mad about this? But like in the case of if it's Jordan on the ship with me, I would eventually do it. If it was just me and I don't know, Jordan died like 50 years or like 5 years ago, and it's just me going to this planet, I don't know. You wouldn't be pissed. You'd be fine with it.
So, okay, wait. So
I'm telling you how you feel.
You would prefer, Jordan, you guys just be separated and let whoever can go to the new world just live their life, and that other person, whoever does wake up first, just deal with it?
We've talked about this in person quite a bit, and there are pros and cons to both. So I don't fully disagree with him, but if like I said, if he woke up and didn't wake me up, I'd be so fucking mad.
Me too.
And if he woke someone else up, I would never let it go.
Never.
Never.
Oh, I'd be so pissed.
I'd be so mad, Jordan.
Oh my God, I would be so upset. Oh my
I would
God.
like Ouija boarding it and then trying to like find you as a ghost to tell you how pissed I am.
Just to tell you how pissed. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Waking up a new babe. Oh,
wow, he's lying. Wow.
No, I know he is. No, honestly, I legit, if I was in space, first of all, I had a companion.
Yeah.
Okay. We have committed to this trip to space together.
Yeah.
Your ass wakes up, you're waking me up with you.
And I guarantee you that, like, we would, like, even though they say, oh, nothing can go wrong and nothing will happen to the ship, me as Chelsea will be like, I don't fucking buy that. Something could go wrong. So we would have this conversation even before we left. And we would.
I think it's a conversation that would need to be had. Right? The what ifs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We would talk about it extensively. And I would make sure that we came to a solid, if this happens, this is what's going to happen. And
a contract, if you will.
Oh, we will have a fucking contract.
Yeah.
And it will be waking each other up. And I don't care what Jordan says. It's waking each other up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
I agree.
That's how I feel about that. But if I was alone, I literally have no idea because I've never thought about it.
Yeah, like if you didn't have a companion, you were like just going up by yours. I would never do that. But if let's just say you were, like I
don't know.
I probably would do it like Jim and probably do a lot of it by myself until I was so lonely. I probably would have done the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. Or killed myself, just jumped out space. But, that still freaks me out.
Yeah. That's still terrifying.
I don't know.
It's hard. This movie's a hard one.
That was a good choice in movie. A lot of discussion on that, because that's... Yeah. Yeah, like if Coda and I went up, like, hey, we're going to space. Sounds great. Okay. Yo, if some shit goes down and our pods break and one of us wakes up first, wake me up. Because I don't want... First of all, I don't want to go live this new fucking life without you.
Yeah.
Second of all, I don't want you to be sitting there on the spaceship alone. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. If I had a companion going up there with me, you best believe I don't even care if he didn't want me to wake you up. I'm waking you fucking up.
True.
I'm not. That's me. No, I need you.
Hey, you wake up! Just bang on the pod.
I don't like it.
No, don't like it at all.
Don't like it at all.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, if I was alone, I would probably do something in the beginning stages of it. I would probably do a lot of what Jim did. Honestly, like I said, the only thing I would do differently is I would tell the person straight up.
Yeah.
I woke you up because my pod was broken and I looked up everyone that was reasonable on this station and you were the person that I felt that could help me get the, I don't know. Help me with what? Save the ship?
Or I felt the most
just be there?
Friendship with you.
Yeah.
I felt the most bonded with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Only thing I'd do different is wouldn't eat in the bed. Drives you nuts.
He wouldn't. Not even after like 100 years of being alone, he would not.
That's fair.
But you could go eat in someone else's bed and then go back to your bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then someone else has crumbs. Bed. They wake up.
It's
they go to their bed.
Mice in there, right?
True.
Or ants, I assume. Well, I don't know. They do have like a whole planetarium. Is that planetarium or whatever? The part really bothers me when is it a planetarium? No.
I don't know.
Garden greenhouse, I guess?
Yeah, the greenhouse.
The part really bothers me when it shows all the food and dishes in his bed.
Yeah, it's so nasty.
I don't understand why he'd sleep with all that.
Maybe he doesn't. Like, maybe every, couple months he, switches beds. Switches rooms for funsies.
By the way, the stairs in the room, I don't know, the architecture in that room was beautiful. I thought the stairs were so stunning.
Yeah?
I need to have to look. Yeah, I just reminded me of that. But I did like the room that he ended up staying in, which I think was a fancier one. I don't think that was his room, was it?
No.
His was lame.
He actually broke into it. Like, he used a crowbar and, broke into someone's fancy suite. That's what I thought.
Okay. And then she had her own fancy suite, so she was set. What happens when you come home drunk?
She falls asleep.
Well, when the gravity situation hit, that's when I was like, oh, those stairs aren't so cool anymore. That really effed me up. Oh, God. Mostly when she was in the pool, because,
that pool scene.
Oh, man. And he's just by himself. I don't know. That morally tough decision, but you know what? I would just be straight up. I would have been straight up with Aurora right away. I think that was my biggest issue with this movie is that he lied to her for so long and depended on a droid. But I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's been alone for 2 years, and that was his only friend. It's hard to remember that they aren't real.
Yeah,
that he is just a robot. But I mean, it's not like you're not reminded with his lack of legs.
Yeah.
Or half of his body, not like legs, because, I mean, there's amputees, but, come on. Come on. He's a robot.
He's a robot. He's just
That's the only thing I would have done differently. If I was alone, if I was in Jim's position, I would have talked to her about it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just me.
Because she's going to find out eventually.
Yeah. Why wait to let her find out? Tell her now. Man, dude. Oh, so much easier. Go through the waves of emotions now.
Yes.
Get it over with now, and then you can maybe learn to like each other later or something, if that's the case. You know? It sucks that he took her future from her, but I don't know.
I think in the end she had a pretty good life on the ship
once she
let it go a bit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, how could you not have a good life on that ship? It seemed pretty posh.
Yeah.
You know?
There was sushi, there was...
They had everything they could have wanted, and then they get the crewmates thing, and it still can get even more than they could have had, you know? So, I don't know. All in all, after COVID and stuff, fucking sign me up, but at the same time, no, because I don't want to be in space, but...
Yeah.
Kidding. No, I don't know. That's where I stand. I would have done it like Jim, but I would have told her sooner.
Fair enough.
That's where I stand, for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
You have no idea what you would do still if you were alone?
I think I would spend a lot more time than just a year like he did. I think it would be because that's a big choice.
Yeah.
So I think I would do some thorough research. probably spend like maybe like 3 or 4 years trying to figure it out. If I can mentally make it that long alone, which would be hard.
That would be hard. With the same food every single day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
I don't know. It's tough. I really can't. I think I would eventually wake somebody up. I would finally crack and wake somebody up.
I know myself, and I probably would have panicked sooner than 2 years.
Yeah.
Easy, yeah. I'm with Jordan. I think I'd crack after a week. I think I'd lose it.
Yeah?
I think I totally wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I could last a year.
I don't know.
I get homesick already if I'm out of town for too long. So, like, I think I'd crack pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Would you wake up more than one person?
So that's been something I've thought about it a lot because I'm like, why didn't they wake up other people? I think about that a lot. I have actually asked that question to myself a lot. And I think you'd have to wake up the right people.
Yeah.
And they got lucky that one of the crew, the deck officer, they got lucky, obviously, that person's pod broke as well.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have figured out how to find... I probably would have done everything I could with the one person that I did wake up to try to get a crew member awake. As fucked up as that is, what the fuck else are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you just live like they did. It's like one or the other.
Yeah.
But like, how awful? I mean, you'd be Star Trek in it. Like, how awful would it be to like wake up a few other people just to like have a community?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough one. Cause like, yeah, maybe I would have. Yeah. But then again, it's really not fair to them, obviously. Yeah. But